I'm attracted to my best friend's boyfriend. Jesus. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is That Betty Mel, and today I have a fun video prepared for you guys. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video. I'm also going to be answering some of your burning questions. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I asked you guys to send me questions that you want me to answer. They could be about myself or any advice that you might need or something, and boy oh boy did you guys come through with the questions. I have the questions here in my little notebook, and I also have my makeup laid out here. I'm gonna be answering those questions at the same time doing my makeup. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna answer the first question while also priming my face with this Baby Skin Primer by Maybelline. Okay, so the first question is, Jesus. The first question is, I'm attracted to my best friend's boyfriend. Okay, child, I did not think that we would be starting this video with something like that, but okay, let's go. Okay, so first things first, you said best friend, so I'm assuming this is the person who you spend most of your time with, the person who knows a lot about you, and also the person who you know a lot about, and you probably know a lot also about the relationship that she's in right now. So I don't know how to give you advice. I'm kind of scared for you, to be honest. Okay, I think first things first, is it attraction? Is it just sexual, physical attraction, or is it you see yourself with this person? Okay, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, but I just feel like I feel like, first of all, be cognizant of the fact that that's your best friend. They've probably been with you for the longest time and probably been with you through a lot of your life events, be it dark, be it happy, and also be cognizant of the fact that that person does come to you, I'm assuming, for relationship advice or if they have a problem with that boyfriend. So now you being attracted to that person, I'm gonna be taking this all over the face powder by LA Pro Girl and just taking a big brush like this and then just kind of like powdering my entire face. I guess, like, I can't tell you that, I mean, we are who we are. Okay, I don't know how to, I don't know. If it was me, right, and I was attracted to my best friend's boyfriend, first of all, I would distance myself from that relationship. Like, I would be running away. I would not even want to hear anything she has to tell me about her boyfriend at this point, because it'll either make me deeply attracted to him or it'll just depress me. I would just try by all means to maintain my friendship with my best friend, at the same time keeping a distance from her boyfriend and keeping a distance from them as a couple. So I don't know how you're gonna navigate that, because what if you guys want to go out and he shows up? Are you gonna run away? I don't know what to tell you, child, but it's not a good situation. It's not a good look right now. From where I'm standing, it's not a good look. How to detach from toxic friends, in brackets, outgrowing friendships that I'm over. Okay, so lucky enough, I've had experience with this, and I continue to have experience with this. So one of my resolutions this year was to nurture my female friendships and relationships. So this year I've been putting in a lot of effort into my friendships, being more present in my friends' life and being more active in the friendships as well, pouring in love, pouring in care, pouring in affection and support. And I've noticed that I've started to receive the same as well. And also I extended the same resolution to my female relationships, be it my sisters or people who are just generally I'm close to and I consider as significant females in my life. So the ones that I felt like no, I could do without, well, it was pretty easy to detach, because some of them I just stopped talking to and we've never spoken, which leads me to believe that I was the one who was holding on to the friendship. I feel like it's important to communicate, right? You communicate to that friend group or that person and say, you know what, I feel like I feel like we're not growing as I wanted us to grow in our friendship, or I think our friendship is no longer what it's supposed to be. Figure out if would you like to fix that? Maybe you guys have just kind of like had allowed time and distance to come in between you, and maybe you guys can find a way to work around that. Or did they do something to you, or do they continue to do things to you, speak to you in a different way than you'd like to? Maybe they treat you in a way that you don't want to be treated. In that case, I'd say no, detach. And also, I've noticed that when you pay more attention, when you give more into a friendship that you value, that friendship is going to pay more into your life, and it's going to be a positive experience. However, those friendships people who you are with, who you hang out with, and something tells you that you're not supposed to be around these people, or you're not supposed to be doing whatever these people are doing. That's your gut, that's your spirit, that's your God talking to you to say no, you do not deserve to be around these people, or these people do not deserve you in their lives. So yeah, listen to your spirit. Also, don't be afraid to communicate, to say, hey, you know what, this friendship is not serving me, I wish you well, and end it just like that. The third question is, how do I tell my dad I want to pursue something else? You need to come to your dad with research. You need to come to your dad with detailed research to say, hey, I know this is what we had planned that I'm gonna do or I'm gonna be, but I have fallen in love with this, or I have found this to be more interesting, and I've done my research. I can do this easily based on ABC, and this is the benefit of me doing it. I'm going to earn more money, or it's going to be fulfilling to me. And hopefully he understands. Even if he doesn't understand, don't stop. Do not stop doing what you want to do based off of what your dad or how your dad responds. He is not you and you're not him. You have your own life to live. Do not live your life for other people. It's gonna be hurtful. Maybe you guys are not gonna speak for a while, but once he sees that whatever that thing you're doing makes you happy or brings you joy, or you're thriving at it, he's a parent. Either way, he's gonna love you no matter what. So don't worry much about it. That's all I can say. So the next question is, I want to start therapy, but I'm afraid. Okay, so I was once I once had the same fear, because therapy, let me tell you, therapy, I know right now is glamorized. Everybody's like, oh, go to therapy. Therapy is really good, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it's scary. It's scary to sit there and tell somebody who you don't know, just letting somebody in on parts of your life that you've never allowed somebody else in. But what I can tell you, that the minute you do that, the minute you free yourself, oh my God, it's gonna be the most amazing experience ever, and it's gonna teach you so much about yourself. Like, I thought I knew myself before I started therapy, but therapy showed me that I actually just know a little bit about myself. Also gonna teach you a lot about the people around you, the people in your life, and most importantly, it's going to teach you why you are the way that you are. I'm gonna show you that you are who you are because of how you were raised, but how you turn out is determined by what you decide for your own life. So your circumstances, your upbringing, your family, your parents, your friends, your trauma do not define you. So I'm an advocate for therapy. Even if you don't have traumas, even if you don't have problems, you can go to therapy even when everything is fine, or when you think everything is fine, just to go have that person to talk to. Like I said, understand more about who you are. The other question says, biggest lesson I've learned in my 20s. I'm assuming you are asking me what is the biggest lesson that I have learned in my 20s. So I'm just using this Huda Beauty palette. I feel like I haven't lived my 20s, if you get what I mean. I feel like I've missed out a lot on a lot of things because of how I was brought up and my assumptions I had about certain experiences. So right now I'm at a stage of my life where I'm letting go, I'm being free, and I'm doing things that I've always wanted to do without any fear or holding myself back. And I've let all of that judgment go out of the window. And we have one that says, any advice for someone who has toxic family relationships? I feel like we are all at an age where we realize that family isn't everything. Like I said, you know, sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what, I'm grateful for you guys and I'm grateful for what you've done for me, but I don't think this is the best situation for me. And you know, unfortunately, our parents, our upbringing, our culture does not understand that. And because they don't understand that, that's where the damage happens, right? That's where the damage happens. There's a lot of manipulation in families. There's a lot of black tax in families. There's a lot of you're supposed to be doing this for us because we did this for you. Sacrifice because we sacrificed. And there's a lot of you have to, when in actual fact you don't. And in the first place, you didn't even ask people to do anything for you, but because they feel like they have done something somewhere in your life, they feel like they can come back and collect, like it's a debt. Nah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. So for me, I'd say go to therapy, because therapy is going to teach you how to navigate those troubled waters with your family. And most importantly, it's going to teach you how to kind of like transition into the life that you want, or the relationships that you may want to have with your family. Because trust me, you can't do it alone. Okay, so the next question says, my partner doesn't satisfy me and I'm afraid to tell them. I'm just a small child. I'm just a small child. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my God. But I was not prepared for this. So I think let's first try to find out how you can set a healthy, safe, open environment for you to be able to tell your partner. Yeah, I think you need to be bold and fearless. I also think that sometimes, okay, a lot of the times, right, in sexual scenarios, women take the back seat, right? We let the guy take control, take charge. He's the one who decides what happens and blah blah blah. So I feel like, first of all, if you believe in yourself and you have that control, you sound like somebody who knows what they want. I feel like show him, right? Don't be afraid to switch it up and do the things that you want. And if that doesn't work, then sit down with him and tell him that, yo, I feel like we really have a great life, activity life, but I feel like it could be better. What you don't want to do, you don't want to tell him he sucks. No pun intended. Don't be afraid to also like show him what you want. Maybe he actually does want you to show him. Maybe also, how is he gonna know if you don't communicate? So I feel like first things first, girl, let's talk to this man. Tell this man, yo, baby, sweetie, I appreciate you, I love you. Don't you want to try new things and do new things? You know what I'm saying? Let me fast forward to a point where I feel like I'm making progress, because I feel like the talking is actually taking my time. That is quite a tricky scenario though to find yourself in, because like you want to be sensitive to somebody else's feeling. You want to be able to communicate with that person in the way that you want to get your point across, but also being cognizant of the fact that you're dealing with another human being who has a different set of emotions altogether. Yeah, good luck to you. Like really good luck, because also I know that it can go either way. Like one man could take that as constructive criticism and be like, okay, there is room for improvement, and another man would bolt, like run away, because men really think that God's gift to women, especially to do that for us, and they all think, all of them, they're so good at that thing. Child, if only they knew. If only they knew. And life is too short to wake up sad, miserable, and not happy. So, nah. Tell that man. By the way, I was using this Rimmel foundation in the shade Cinnamon, and also this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee, LA Girl Pro Powder, high definition setting powder, translucent. I'm just gonna use it to kind of like set my under eye. So now I'm gonna take this Yardley, it's an eyeshadow palette, but I use it to kind of like contour because it's very dark. So the next question says, I have a crush on my colleague. Chill. What is wrong with you people? Here's how I think you can get away with an office romance. Okay, I've never been in one before, but I've seen people in office romances, successful ones and ones that are crashed and burned. So I feel like, let me give you the guide to how you can survive an office romance. Number one, be sure that that person is not in your department. Now you're saying you have a crush on your colleague. So I don't know if colleague means somebody you work closely with, or somebody who's in another department, or somebody who's just in the office, right? First of all, I feel like office romances work if you guys are into two different departments. The secondly, in two different offices. Like I feel like majority of the office romances that have crashed and burned were because people were sitting next to each other or across each other or 2 feet away from each other. Like, how am I? Imagine, it's just too awkward for you guys to be sitting across each other while you guys are just dating. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel like I hope for your sake that you and that person don't interact as much, because if you do, child, you have a problem in your head. Crazy. So my advice to you is, when you ask them out, please ask them out outside of the office, outside of the premises, the building, okay? Secondly, if you guys do agree to go ahead and do something, please also set terms and conditions to say, when we're in the office, we're in the office. And you guys should not tell any other person. It's practically impossible, but try to keep that between you guys. And the people who you're gonna tell, swear them to some form of secrecy, which does not exist, unfortunately, in corporate. In corporate, there's no secrecy. Everybody knows each other's business. I don't know why I got into corporate Jalo. I don't even understand why. So yes, and then also I feel like the other tricky thing with office romance is, okay, fine, say you do ask them out, right? What if she says no? What are you gonna be able to continue working there properly? Are you gonna be comfortable? Are you just gonna crash? Are you just gonna be like, oh my god, my emotions are crashed, I can't even perform anymore? So that's another thing. But my advice to you is, take it outside the building, right? Just call that person, have a chat with them outside, and finish your business outside. And keep it outside and keep it on the low. That way you're not gonna get funny rumors about you in the office. No one's reputation is gonna get ruined. HR is not gonna get involved in any way. Protect HR's peace, guys. They do a lot. The next question is, how do I conjure confidence? How do I conjure confidence? That is a hard one. I just think that the first thing you need to do is be aware of who you are, of yourself, of your personality. Then you accept it, then you embrace it, then you love it. And then say, you know what? If I'm this type of person, I'm this type of person, and there's nothing that I can do about it, and I'm gonna love myself, and hopefully you receive me in that same light as well. If you don't, hey, you're lost, because I'm awesome. So my confidence comes from knowing who I am and knowing that what you get with me is what you see. I'm not trying to be anybody else that I'm not. I'm not living some kind of life that isn't genuinely, naturally who I am. And also my confidence comes from the people I keep around in my circle, who love me for who I am, and who just have embraced me and have supported me and uplifted me and validated me in everything, and continue to do so. What's the one thing life is teaching you right now? Oh, that's a good question. Patience, definitely. but I'm learning that God's timing is perfect. I no longer have fear of losing people or changing certain things about my life if they don't fulfill me or they don't work anymore for me. I'm kind of like happy right now with my life because of that. The biggest lesson being that it's never too late, child. It's never too late to be what you want, to do what you want with who you want. Volume mascara. Okay guys, we are done with this little cute get ready with me. How do we like the final look? We are done answering those questions. Let me just put a disclaimer. I'm not a professional guidance and counselor. I am not a therapist in no way. Am I great at giving people advice? Matter of fact, I'm the person who's always asking for advice, if you believe it. But I just wanted to do something fun with this video because I feel like the last 4 videos have been just me vlogging, me doing activity. I thought it would be really fun if we could just, you know, I'm not sitting, but sit down and do this get ready with me and just show you how I do my makeup and how I get to look like a baddie. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you like content like this, if you want to see more of these get ready with me's or me answering your questions, please give this video a thumbs up and like, and you can just leave a comment and let me know what you think, or you know, answer some of the questions, because I feel like I did a bad job of answering these questions. I can answer a question or leave a question or give somebody advice or just write something nice to put a smile on my beautiful face. Most important thing to do, subscribe to become a part of the baddie. Be a baddie, okay? Baddies are bold, baddies are ambitious, baddies are fearless, baddies are beautiful, baddies are go-getters, and they are not afraid to do the things that they want to do, to achieve what they want to achieve, to be who they want to. That's basically what a baddie is. So if you want to be like that, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. We are on the road to 100 subscribers.